of Faith Christian Center Church right here in Beaumont, Texas. And we're here on what's happening in our neighborhood. And today my special guest is Ms. Liz Fredrichs. Welcome, Liz.
Thank you for asking me.
Hey, listen, yesterday we had Detective Mo come in to talk to us about scam artists, especially during hurricane relief with Harvey. And so there's some things that you do with your organization. But first, tell me about your organization.
Sure. I'm with the Better Business Bureau of Southeast Texas. So that would be an 8.5 county region that goes from Chambers County all the way up, through Jasper, includes Beaumont, Port Arthur, etc. So we cover the whole region. And our goal, we're a public service agency, and we're here to help consumers find trusted businesses. And we do that by monitoring the marketplace. So we track, we monitor, we report on scams and fraud. So of course, it's very busy right now, unfortunately.
Yeah. So are all the local businesses a part of the Better Business Bureau?
Well, we're a nonprofit organization. Any business can have a report with us, and some businesses choose to financially support us. And if they do that, they can go through what we call an accreditation process. They apply for that. There is an annual fee, and they allow us to monitor all their advertising, their privacy policies, their transparency, and their customer service.
Wow.
Yes.
And so what kind of cost is associated with being a part of the Better Business Bureau?
Yes, it depends on the size of the company. So it can be as low as $400 a year, and then it could be, several thousand, depending on how large and how many locations a business has. But what is beneficial for a consumer, when someone is accredited, we check them every single year.
Wow.
So we're going to do a background check on the company. We check their licensing every year. So you're going to know if they're in a licensed industry, they're properly licensed, that's all up to date. And we make sure that they are what we call responsive. So if there ever is an issue like a complaint, that business is required under contract to take care of it.
Wow.
Yes, so it's a little bit different. But any business can have a report and get a rating from BBB. They're just not required to follow our standards. And so they could choose to respond to a complaint or not. That's their choice. But at least the local consumer knows that BBB is aware of them. They can see the customer service experience. So it's good for companies to be registered with us, and that is free.
And they can actually see that online.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Absolutely. So if a person has an experience with a company, they can write a review on that report through bbb.org, whether positive or negative. So any consumer in the area can do that. That's good news,
That's
right?
Good news. That's great news.
And then also if a consumer has a complaint, we actually help facilitate resolving the complaint. We act as a facilitator, so we contact the business and we ask them to respond, and of course we're trying to get to resolution, get it resolved. The business is not under any legal obligation to do that, but we believe in self-regulation, so it's good business to take care of customers, right?
It is, definitely is. So let's talk about the general guidelines for contractors, because after all, we're in this season now where people are repairing their homes after Hurricane Harvey. Like I said on yesterday, we talked to Detective Mo about some of the things that are going on that he sees. So what are some of the general guidelines that people should look for in contractors?
Yes, well, I think there are a couple things. First of all, if you reach out to the contractor, you want to, as Mo had stated, you want to ask for references. What we find is most consumers will ask for the references, but they don't actually contact them. So make sure you call that reference to find out what their experience was. Definitely check with bbb.org. Many contractors will be here from out of our area. It won't matter. We report on companies throughout all of North America.
Wow.
Yes. So if you go to bbb.org and that company has a report with us, you can see what their customer experience is. You'll know how long they've been in business. That is important.
Yeah.
Because right now, a lot of people are driving around in pickup trucks and doing work, and they've never done construction before.
Wow. And they probably don't have license or bonded or anything like that.
Exactly.
Insurance.
Now, a lot of companies will advertise that they're insured and they're bonded. So another guideline is ask for the insurance certificate.
Wow.
Yes, if they're properly insured, they'll have that. and they'll show you a copy of it. So you want to know that. If they're bonded, they'll be able to show that they're bonded. So I would ask for that. Everything that they're going to do in your home, get it in writing.
Wow.
Really important.
Yeah, yeah.
A lot of the complaints that we received, there was a verbal conversation, a verbal agreement. No, you want to have everything in writing with a timeline, because that's important.
Key. That is critical there.
Yes. Sometimes what is happening now is contractors are overwhelmed with the amount of work. So they have a good history and a good background, and they've been in the area possibly, but they've taken on too much work.
Wow.
Right, because it's an opportunity.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's why you really want to get clarity and ask them specifics on what about the timeline? You know, when will this be done? And put that in your contract as well.
So what are some of the red flags that people should look for, homeowners should look for when it comes down to contractors?
Yes. I think number one is door-to-door solicitation. If you didn't call them, but they show up at your doorstep,
Red flag?
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't mean necessarily that they're bad, but I would be cautious. I would ask more questions if they come to you unsolicited.
Right, right.
So you want to make sure they're legitimate. And just so everyone knows, if you have a smartphone, this is really how easy it is to check if they're legitimate. Go to the internet and just Google their name. And if BBB has a report on them, it will show up.
Wow.
It'll be bbb.org, and it'll have that company on there. So that research is really important, and you can do it right. Well, say, well, I just want to see what I'm going to look at your report, right? So that's an easy thing to do. The other thing is if they're really pushy, they want you to sign the contract right away. Again, you want to be cautious. You would want to get at least 2 or 3 quotes.
Right, right, right.
If you're doing a huge, if your whole home was destroyed, that's a big project. You want to have more than one contractor give you a number to see if it's a good number, you know, but that takes time.
Yeah, to see if they're all in the same ballpark.
Exactly.
You know?
So if that contractor is really pushing, they want you to sign right then and there, that's kind of a red flag. Also, if they ask for a large sum of money up front.
Yes.
That really, your intuition, you should have lights
Yes.
going off, sirens. That one is really bad. Now, a legitimate contractor, if they go through the process with you, they show you their bonding, insurance, they can show you their license, they get the permit, those are all good. Typically, they might still ask for a small down payment for the material side.
Right, right.
But when they start asking for 50% or more at the signing of a contract, red flag. Be cautious.
Now, are there resources available for Hurricane Harvey right now?
There are, yes. So the first thing I would recommend is make sure that you've been in touch with FEMA. FEMA's got so many resources, and they just rolled out a new program in December. It's called PREPS, P-R-E-P-S, PREPS. This program is specifically for people who had less than 18 inches of water damage in their home. And their goal is to get you back in your house with the minimum amount of construction required.
Wow.
But what's good about the program, if you qualify, is that they hire the contractor. So you don't have to worry about it. FEMA will pay for it. They hire the contractor.
Hold up, Liz. Hold
Yes.
up. So FEMA's going to provide the resources
Yes.
and provide the contractor.
Absolutely.
So you know you're going to get a good contractor
Yes.
if FEMA brings them into your home.
Yeah, and FEMA will pay them.
Wow.
So this is a good program,
And
right?
it's called what?
PREPS, P-R-E-P-S. So go on the FEMA website. The information is there. If you have listeners that have had damage, I recommend that they go and like and follow the FEMA Facebook page, because there's updates every day, and this information is on their Facebook page as well. So, but this is a great program for people to know about, and they contacted us this week actually,
Yeah,
and gave us the
yeah.
information. So I just wanted to make sure I get it out to everyone.
Now, when it comes down to referrals, what type of questions should a homeowner ask a contractor so that to find out whether they're legitimate or not?
Yeah, I think you definitely, when you get those referrals and you reach out to the people that they've done work for, the first thing you want to ask is, did they complete the job? I mean, this sounds kind of funny, but really what is we have heard happening in the local areas, someone comes into the area,
Start the job.
they start a job, and they refer them to the neighbor or their friends, but they didn't finish the job yet. Now the friend hires. I mean, really, I have today a contractor who had, I don't know how many jobs started, but we know of 3 that were started and didn't finish any, got more than 50% of the money up front, and they were all referrals to one another.
Wow.
Well, but they never finished the work. So when you get the referral, you want to ask that consumer, did they finish the job? And did they finish it on time? Were you happy with it?
Yeah.
Those are really important, okay? Because everyone they just want to get back in their homes. And if they think they've found a good contractor, then they want to share that, which I understand. But if they haven't finished the work in your friend's home, you really might want a different referral.
And I go back to something you said earlier about making sure that you write down everything that they're going to do, because some contractors will take advantage of you with change orders.
That's right.
You know, because you didn't write it down, it was a verbal, and then you say, well, I thought you were going to do this. You say, well, it wasn't written down, so now it's going to cost you X amount of dollars.
Exactly. Yeah, you really need what we call a scope of work in that contract with a timeline and a definitive price to it. So those are, start there. First thing is research, though. Get online, see what you can find out about that company, and call their referrals. BBB.org, of course, is a great resource.
Yes.
If your listeners do have, again, whether it's positive or negative, we really encourage them to share that information with the Better Business Bureau, because all of our services for the consumers are free.
Are free.
Yes. So we're going to help you through any sort of consumer issue. We have referrals and resources we'll help you with. So as a community, if someone is, for instance, scammed, okay,
right.
We have a tool, an online tool, it's called Scam Tracker.
Yes, I have a copy of it right here.
Yes.
It is a little brochure. It has all kind of information in it.
Yeah, it's a great tool, and it's easy online. All you have to do is bbb.org Scam Tracker. It'll take you right to that. And it'll show you a map. And if you want to know the scams happening today in Beaumont, it's going to show you that.
Wow.
Yes, you can click on Beaumont or put in our zip code. It'll show you current scams. Now, if you've been the victim of the scam, you would want to report that, because now your neighbors are going to see what's happening, particularly if it's a contractor scam. Now, behind the scenes, the Better Business Bureau, we have contacts with media, with the FTC, the FBI, and every police station. We share Scam Tracker information with all of those resources. Yes, so it's really a great way that we as neighbors can help one another, and it's an easy resource for people to log into, either report a scam or look and see what's happening.
So now I think we thoroughly discussed the scam and homeowners and contractors.
Yes.
What are some of the other things that are happening with the BBB?
Oh my goodness. Well, we have an event coming up in February. It is for businesses, but any business is welcome to attend, and it's called our Torch Award for Business Ethics. And every year, what we do is recognize companies who go above and beyond and have great customer service. And this year is going to be at Ford Park. It is the 22nd from 6 to 9. It's more of a celebration. We're celebrating 20 years of Torch winners from Beaumont. So we're fortunate to have so many long-term companies who support the community. But we're going to have entertainment. So Chad Prather is an entertainer. He's going to be there. We're going to have music, a live auction, and the funds that we raise go to scholarships for local Lamar students.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's a great program. We just open the door. Anyone can register on our website at bbb.org. We'd love to see any business owner attend, see what it's all about, meet other winners, and connect with them. It's a great networking opportunity as well.
So if we have entrepreneurs or businesses that want to get involved in BBB, how can they go about doing that?
Yes, they can contact us through our website or call us. And we have a toll-free number at 855-BBB-SETX.
Oh.
So BBB, Southeast Texas. So give us a call. We're ready and able to help you learn about that process. If you're new in business, it might take a little time to get a track record, but we do that every day. So that's what's happening. And the other thing is we always have current news on our website that is consumer related.
Wow.
And business related. So as a business owner, think about it, there are scams every day that hit business through the internet, through email, phishing. So we have a lot of information there, and our goal is to educate people so we're all a lot smarter about how we buy.
Wonderful. Well, listen, I want to thank Liz for coming today to share with us the information from the Better Business Bureau of Southeast Texas and also the information about contractors in the local area. Hey, listen, utilize this tool to help you make decisions on, one, for contractors if you have damage to your home, and make sure that you reach out because there's information available to you as a consumer that will help you make a proper decision. So I want to thank her for joining us, and thank you for joining us here on What's Happening in Our Neighborhood, and we will see you next time on our broadcast.